Before we dive in, let's get one thing straight. Everything here is for educational purposes, focused solely on ethical hacking. This isn't about causing harm or breaking the law. It's about learning how to protect and defend systems in a responsible way. Ethical hacking means learning and performing authorized security testing, never attempting unauthorized access or exploiting vulnerabilities for personal gain. Think of it like studying how locks work so you can help people secure their homes, not so you can break in. The knowledge you gain is a tool for good, not a weapon. Our goal is to become white hat hackers, security professionals who use their skills to protect, not exploit. We're here to build trust and make the digital world safer for everyone. Every tool and technique you learn must only be used on systems you own or have explicit, written permission to test. Never cross that line. Trust and integrity are the foundation of cybersecurity. Without them, the entire field loses its credibility and value. As an ethical hacker, you're trusted to find and report vulnerabilities, not to abuse them or keep them secret for personal advantage. Violating that trust not only damages your own reputation, but also harms the industry as a whole and can put countless people at risk. So, the golden rule: always act legally, ethically, and with clear permission. If you're ever unsure, always ask first. Practice your skills in a safe, controlled environment, like a virtual lab on your own computer or a dedicated training platform. This lets you hone your abilities without risking real-world systems or violating anyone's privacy or security. It's the only professional and responsible way to learn, grow, and prepare for a career in cybersecurity. With that foundation in place, let's explore the world of cybersecurity tools and discover the power they hold when used in the right hands. Now let's imagine a new tool, the Shqiponja Toolkit, named after the Albanian word for eagle. Shqiponja isn't real, but it's a concept, an all-in-one suite combining the best of Nmap, Wireshark, Metasploit, and Burp Suite. It streamlines the workflow for ethical hackers, integrating scanning, traffic capture, exploitation, and reporting into one dashboard. This saves time and lets professionals focus on finding vulnerabilities, not juggling software. Shqiponja would be used by ethical hackers, pen testers, and analysts to proactively find and fix security holes. Its user-friendly design makes it powerful for experts and accessible for newcomers, providing a structured way to learn professional security audits. The goal: make network security manageable and accessible for the next generation of digital defenders. Why is ethical hacking so important? Because nearly every part of our lives is online: banking, healthcare, infrastructure. This connectivity brings benefits, but also creates huge targets for cybercriminals. Ethical hackers are like digital building inspectors, finding flaws before disaster strikes. Without them, companies risk devastating breaches and loss of trust. Ethical hacking is proactive defense, finding and fixing problems before attackers do. It's a meaningful, ever-evolving field where you protect data, privacy, and critical systems. By testing systems safely, ethical hackers make the digital world safer for everyone. Let's walk through a simulated installation of Shqiponja. First, set up a virtual machine. Never install security tools on your main system. Use software like VirtualBox or VMware to create a safe sandbox. Install a security-focused Linux distro, like Kali or Parrot OS. Download Shqiponja from its official site. Always use trusted sources. Open the terminal, navigate to your download, and decompress the file. Enter the new directory, find the install script, and make it executable. Run it with admin privileges. Follow the prompts to agree to terms, choose an install location, and set up your admin account. In moments, Shqiponja is ready to launch. Now, let's explore its dashboard. Launching Shqiponja, you're greeted by a clean, modern interface. The central area manages your security projects, each assessment neatly organized. A vertical navigation bar on the left guides you through each phase. Reconnaissance, Scanning, Exploitation, and Reporting. The top status bar gives real-time feedback, scan progress, alerts, and system health. On the right, a notes panel lets you collect findings, open ports, usernames, clues, without leaving the app. This layout is intuitive, especially for beginners, providing a clear roadmap and keeping everything organized. No need for extra tools, everything is integrated. It's like a pilot's cockpit, all critical info at a glance. With this setup, you're ready for a professional, seamless security assessment. The first step, reconnaissance, gathering intel before touching the target. Shqiponja automates passive info gathering. Enter a domain, and it collects public data. Voice records, employee profiles, exposed documents. It maps the target's digital footprint. All domains, IPs, and public servers. Techniques like DNS enumeration and certificate logs ensure nothing is missed. By the end, you have a detailed list of usernames, servers, and technologies. This organized intel is the foundation for the next steps. Thorough reconnaissance means you focus on real vulnerabilities, not dead ends. Next, we move into the crucial phase of scanning and enumeration. This is where we shift from passive observation to active probing, taking the first real steps toward uncovering hidden weaknesses in a system. Shqiponja's built-in scanner methodically checks your target's IP addresses, searching for open ports and identifying which services are running on each one. Every open port is a potential entry point, whether it's a web server, SSH, FTP, or something less common. Each could be a doorway for attackers if left unprotected. The tool doesn't stop there. It identifies the exact versions of services running, then cross-references them with a comprehensive database of known vulnerabilities, looking for matches that could be exploited. The exploitation module is where things get hands-on. It allows you to safely test whether a discovered vulnerability is real and exploitable without causing harm to the system. You select the appropriate exploit, carefully configure the target parameters, and launch the test, always making sure this is done in a controlled, authorized environment to avoid unintended consequences. If the exploit is successful, you might gain a shell or some form of access, which is clear proof that the vulnerability is real and needs to be addressed immediately. Remember, this is the most sensitive and potentially risky phase. Never attempt exploitation without explicit written permission from the system owner. When performed correctly, scanning and exploitation reveal critical weaknesses before malicious actors can find and abuse them, giving organizations a chance to patch and protect their systems. It's essential to document all findings immediately, ensuring nothing is missed, and then move on to the reporting phase to communicate results clearly. This is the professional approach to securing systems, identifying, testing, and reporting vulnerabilities to strengthen defenses, not to break them. Let's put theory into practice with a safe hands-on test using a vulnerable virtual machine. This approach allows us to explore real-world hacking techniques in a controlled, risk-free environment so we can learn without causing harm. For this demonstration, we use Metasploitable 2, a virtual machine intentionally designed for cybersecurity training. It's completely isolated from the internet and other networks, ensuring that any testing stays contained and safe. On a separate virtual machine, we have Shqiponja, our attack platform, set up and ready to go. This separation mimics real-world scenarios while keeping everything secure. After performing reconnaissance, we identify the target's IP address, 192.168.1.105. This step is crucial for mapping out the environment and understanding what systems are available. Using the scanning module, we probe the target and discover that port 21, which is used for FTP, is open. The service running there is VSFTPD version 2.3.4, a detail that's important for the next steps. Shqiponja immediately flags this version of VSFTPD as vulnerable, alerting us to a potential entry point for exploitation. In the exploitation module, we search for the VSFTPD exploit, load it into our toolkit, and carefully confirm the target details to avoid mistakes. With everything set, we click Launch Exploit. The activity log immediately shows that the attack is underway, providing real-time feedback. Just seconds later, we're granted a root shell on the target machine, demonstrating a successful penetration. We confirm our access by running commands like wami and id, verifying that we have full control. This process clearly demonstrates how a real vulnerability can be exploited, highlighting the importance of patching outdated software. In a real-world engagement, we would document our findings thoroughly and stop at this point, ensuring no damage is done to the system. Practicing these techniques in a dedicated lab environment is the safest way to build your skills and confidence as a cybersecurity professional. Remember, always test only systems you own or have explicit permission to attack. Responsible, ethical hacking is the foundation of cybersecurity. We've explored the fictional Shqiponja toolkit, from planning to successful exploitation. All-in-one suites like this streamline security audits, making them efficient and accessible. The real lesson isn't about tools, it's about responsibility. These skills are powerful. In the right hands, they protect and strengthen digital systems. In the wrong hands, they can cause real harm. The difference is always permission and intent. As you continue learning, practice in safe labs and use your skills for good. The world needs ethical hackers, people who defend, not destroy. By committing to legal, ethical conduct, you become a digital guardian. The future of cybersecurity depends on professionals like you.